Have you ever pondered the potential intersections between ancient religious beliefs and modern science? Picture this. On one side we have Hinduism, one of the world's oldest religions, steeped in rich traditions and profound philosophical insights. It's a spiritual framework that encourages exploration, inquiry, and a deep understanding of the self and the universe. Now, let's turn our gaze to the other side. Here, we find science, a systematic enterprise that constructs and organizes knowledge in the form of testable explanations and predictions about the universe. Rooted in empirical evidence and rigorous methodology, science is our key to understanding the physical world around us. At first glance, these two realms may seem worlds apart, but dig a little deeper, and you'll find that at their core, both Hinduism and science share a fundamental quest: the pursuit of truth and a deeper understanding of the universe. Let's take, for instance, the concept of Akash Ganga. In Hinduism, this term refers to the celestial river that flows across the night sky, a spiritual symbol of cosmic consciousness. But in the realm of science, Akash Ganga is seen as the Milky Way, our galaxy, a vast cluster of stars and celestial bodies spiraling in space. The story of Akash Ganga, therefore, presents an intriguing intersection of Hinduism and science. Here, the spiritual and the empirical, the ancient and the modern, converge in a unique way. In Hinduism, Akash Ganga is often associated with the creation and vastness of the universe, themes that echo scientific theories about cosmic origins and expansion. Similarly, Hinduism's view of Akash Ganga as a part of nature aligns with scientific studies of natural phenomena. And lastly, Akash Ganga's spiritual significance in Hinduism complements the scientific exploration of the cosmos and human consciousness. So, while the intersection of Hinduism and science is primarily philosophical and conceptual, it's an intersection that invites us to broaden our perspectives, to question, to explore, and to seek understanding. As we delve deeper, we find intriguing connections, especially when we explore the story of Akash Ganga. In Hindu mythology, the story of Akash Ganga is a fascinating one. The term Akash Ganga is derived from two Sanskrit words, Akash meaning sky and Ganga, the sacred river. So when combined, Akash Ganga translates to the Ganges that flows in the sky. This celestial river is a significant symbol in Hinduism, representing the vastness and grandeur of the universe. The story of Akash Ganga begins with the sage King Bhagiratha, who performed severe penance to bring the heavenly river Ganga to earth to purify the souls of his ancestors. Pleased by his devotion, Brahma, the god of creation, granted his wish. However, the earth could not withstand the force of Ganga's descent. So Lord Shiva, the destroyer and the transformer, bore the force of her fall in his matted hair, breaking Ganga's descent into several streams. Now, one of these streams is believed to have made its way to the heavens, forming the Akash Ganga. This story embodies the concept of cosmic balance, the balance between the earth and the heavens, the physical and the spiritual. Akash Ganga holds a significant place in various Hindu rituals and practices. For instance, during the festival of Diwali, it is a common practice to draw a rangoli, symbolizing Akash Ganga, at the entrance of homes. It is believed to bring prosperity and ward off evil spirits. Similarly, during the Kumbh Mela, one of the largest religious gatherings in the world, devotees take a dip in the holy Ganges, metaphorically immersing themselves in the celestial river to wash away their sins and attain spiritual liberation. In essence, Akash Ganga is more than just a celestial river in Hindu mythology. It's a symbol of the universe's vastness, the balance of cosmic forces, and the cycle of life and death. This celestial river, according to Hindu belief, is none other than what we know as the Milky Way. In the realm of science, Akash Ganga takes on a new identity, the Milky Way galaxy. Science sees the Milky Way as our cosmic home, a barred spiral galaxy among billions in the universe. This grand structure, stretching 100,000 light-years across, houses billions of stars, including our very own sun. The Milky Way's formation story takes us back almost 14 billion years, to the aftermath of the Big Bang. As the universe cooled and expanded, tiny fluctuations in the cosmic soup of particles began to clump together under gravity's relentless pull. Over billions of years, these clusters grew, forming galaxies, including our Milky Way. But what's the connection between this scientific perspective and the Akash Ganga of Hindu mythology? Remember, Akash Ganga is seen as a celestial river, a stream of light flowing across the night sky. And isn't that a poetic way to describe our Milky Way? From our vantage point on Earth, the galaxy does appear as a glowing band stretching across the heavens. This is due to the combined light of distant stars, their individual details lost to the vast distances of space. Moreover, the name Milky Way itself draws a parallel to this mythological river. The term comes from the Latin Via Lactea, meaning Milky Road, a poetic nod to the galaxy's appearance in the night sky. In essence, both the scientific and the mythological perspectives encapsulate a sense of wonder and reverence for the cosmos. They represent our age-old quest to understand our place in the universe. The Akash Ganga of Hindu mythology and the Milky Way of science are both depictions of the same celestial entity, viewed through different lenses. In this light, the mythical river Akash Ganga and the Milky Way galaxy of modern science could be seen as two sides of the same cosmic coin. They are different interpretations born from different cultures and times of the awe-inspiring spectacle that graces our night sky. The mythological river and our galaxy are not so different after all, are they? Hinduism sees Akash Ganga as a part of the natural world, a belief that aligns with scientific principles. In Hindu philosophy, there is a deep-seated belief in the interconnectedness of all things. This is not just a spiritual concept, but it also resonates with the essential principles of science. Take ecology, for instance. It's the scientific study of the relationships between organisms and their environments. It's about understanding how everything in nature is interlinked, from the smallest microorganism to the largest celestial body. This principle of interconnectedness mirrors the Hindu concept of Akash Ganga being an integral part of the natural world. Interdependence, another key scientific principle, is also reflected in Hindu philosophy. Just as all organisms rely on each other to maintain the balance of ecosystems, Hinduism teaches that all elements of the universe are interdependent. Akash Ganga, the Milky Way, is not seen as a separate entity, but as an essential part of the cosmic whole. The conservation of energy is another scientific principle that aligns with Hindu beliefs. Science tells us that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It only changes form. Similarly, Hinduism teaches that the soul, or Atman, is eternal. It doesn't die. It merely transitions from one form to another, much like energy. This interconnectedness is not just about the physical world. It extends to the spiritual realm as well. Akash Ganga is seen not just as a celestial river in the sky, but also as a spiritual pathway, guiding souls on their cosmic journey. So you see, the Hindu concept of Akash Ganga and its interconnection with nature is not just a religious belief. It echoes scientific principles and theories, showcasing a profound harmony between faith and science. It illustrates that while methods of exploration may differ, both religion and science are seeking to understand the same universe, the same nature, the same interconnected reality. Whether it's a spiritual belief or a scientific fact, the connection is profound. There is more to Akash Ganga than meets the eye, both spiritually and scientifically. From a spiritual perspective, Akash Ganga holds a unique position in Hinduism. It is often seen as a bridge between the earthly realm and the divine, a celestial river that connects us to the cosmos. It is not just a physical entity, but an emblem of spiritual evolution and liberation, often known as moksha. Moksha is the ultimate goal of human life in Hindu philosophy, a state of liberation from the cycle of birth and rebirth, a release into the eternal and infinite. This concept of liberation is not just a release from physical existence, but a transcendence into a higher state of consciousness. It is about realizing one's true nature, which is believed to be divine, infinite, and interconnected with the universe. It is about breaking free from illusions and experiencing reality as it is, vast and boundless, like the universe itself. Now, if we shift our gaze from the spiritual to the scientific, we find that science, too, is on a quest to understand this vastness. Scientists probe the cosmos, seeking to understand its origins, structure, and the laws that govern it. They study black holes, galaxies, and dark matter, trying to decipher the mysteries of the universe. And then there's the exploration of human consciousness, a relatively new frontier in science. Just as moksha is about reaching a higher state of consciousness, scientists are trying to understand what consciousness is how it arises, and whether it has any connection to the cosmos. In essence, both Hinduism and science are trying to answer the same fundamental questions. What is the nature of the universe? What is our place in it? How are we connected to it? They may take different paths, use different languages, and employ different methodologies, but the underlying quest for understanding is the same. In the end, both Hinduism and science seek to understand the universe and our place in it, only through different lenses.